End of Chaos turn 5. It was actually somewhat good for him and somewhat good for me. I dealt 4 wounds to his Nurglings and nothing to his Great Unclean One, and my boys ran. But the Plague Bears finally showed up.
Thank God.
Yeah, he rolled like a 10 inches on the scouter die, but he rolled a direct hit. So, that was good for him. But unfortunately now, there's his Great Unclean One, and there's 28 boys and a Warboss.
Who haven't used WOG yet.
I know. So I still got my WOG. So this is gonna be nearing the end game. Not a whole lot happened right up until now because they were trapped.
Pretty much dominating me from the beginning of the game with my 2 guys coming in.
And then within 2 turns they're both dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, see you at the end of my turn 5. End of my turn 5, next turn we've already decided to be the last turn. I called a WOG from right there, charged all the way in. My average boys did nothing. And the Great Unclean One killed my Warboss, but then struck back and dealt 2 wounds. I am proud of that. Because the fact is, only Power Claws have done anything to this stupid thing. Because no feel, no pain. But overall, I might win this. He's at 3 kill points. I have 2. I might bring down the Great Unclean One and the Nurglings in the next turn. Keyword being might. But I'm kind of hoping I can kill the Great Unclean One next turn. Just so I can get 3 kill points and deny him of probably the best unit he's had this game.
He's just been walking around, taking hits, killing things.
Because it's the Great
slowly, but you know.
It's the Great Unclean One. What do you expect?
Yeah.
So, not much left. There's just 27 boys here, and the 5 loot is left on my team. He's the Great Unclean One with 2 wounds, the Nurglings, and the Plague Bears. So, see you at the end of his turn 6.
Whoa, we wiped out the...
End of his turn 6. Notice something missing here. That's right, the Great Unclean One died! Finally. Yeah, so the Great Unclean One finally died.
Damn knobs with Power Claws.
Yeah, I pretty much live by those. Yeah, I walked in with, what, 4 Power Claws total out of 5 units available. So, all that's left now is the Herald of Nurgle, 8 Plague Bears, and
Nurglings Swarm with 1 wound left.
I know. Doesn't that kind of suck, actually?
Yeah.
Against all those boys, and this is the final turn of the game.
Oh, we'll see what happens.
I'm telling you right now, the Ludas did nothing. They dealt 1 wound the entire game.
Yeah.
So, MVP, definitely not for them. So, I'm going to see you at the end of my turn 6 and the end of the game. See ya. So, this is the end of my turn 6 and the end of the game. In the combat here, I killed a Plague Bear, dealt a wound to the Herald, and killed the Nurgling Swarm. Unfortunately, I lost like 7 boys total after stupid Fearless dice and stuff like that. But it's the end of the game. I got 4 kill points, and you got 3?
Yeah.
So, close game, and I barely pulled a victory out at the end there. It would have been a tie. I almost brought out 5 kill points, but I wasn't able to. So at the end, what are your thoughts on the battle?
Well, you pretty much had me from the beginning of the game with my terrible deep striking rolls and
yeah,
not getting the people in that I wanted. And the Plague Bear showing up on the second last turn.
And
although they did really help. They cut off like what, like 4 or 5 boys by themselves?
Yeah, the 5 boys in the last turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, just 5 boys by themselves in the last turn.
So I didn't actually get to use Breath of Chaos with either of my guys that had it, so...
No, you used Breath of Chaos with your Great Unclean One.
Did I?
Yeah. You killed like 6 boys.
Oh, yeah. So I killed like 6 guys, but 30 points for Breath of Chaos for each of them.
Each of my guys are... Okay, you killed more than their point value with it.
But, you know, I don't have enough points to really do anything less, so... When I get a Daemon Prince, you know, then I can do 1,000 points. And then
you'll face, like, my infantry horde of 1,000 points army, which would probably include knobs.
Oh, I hate that squad.
Yeah, I was kind of merciful when you decided not to choose Knob Squad.
With, like, what, like 3 or 4 in there with Power Fist?
3 Power Claws. Toss my Warboss in there, you got 4.
Oh, Warboss got owned as soon as he went into combat, though.
I know, I was hoping I'd be able to do something with him. He did absolutely nothing the entire game. I mean, aside from calling the WOG and getting into the charge and all that stuff, and distracted the Great Unclean One for a turn. But the Great Unclean One went down on the very next turn. Thanks to the Knob with Power Claw.
Damn it.
So, who do you think is your MVP for this game?
I'm going to say my Great Unclean One. He basically held up that whole mob with himself and finished it off with help with the Nurglings. Breath of Chaos killed about like 5 or 6 guys.
Killed the Storm Boys.
Storm Boys, War Boss, before he even got to do anything. So yeah, the rest of my army was just kind of there. Tie up combat with the Great Unclean One, lumbers over them, finishes them off.
Yeah, my MVP, I don't know. Probably that knob right there. Specifically that knob, because he killed the Great Unclean One and dealt a wound to the Herald. That's the only thing he did the entire game. But still, he killed the Great Unclean One. He's 210 points and he's 51.
Oh. Of course, he had 3 wounds off of him.
Yeah.
Double 1s for my invulnerables. Terrible.
I know, 4 wounds in 2 turns of combat. That just sucked for you.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's one reason why I love Power Claws. No feel, no pain. But, what do you think you could have done better?
Roll better. Get more hits for my Great Unclean One. Out of my 5 attacks, I missed like 2 or 3 each game or each turn of combat.
And then you rolled well against the War Boss, hitting 4 of them.
Oh, that was great.
I was hoping to pass at least 1 invulnerable there. I mean, honestly, 4 invulnerable saves didn't make a single one.
He's got 4 wounds, right?
3.
Oh yeah.
So that kind of sucked there. What I probably could have done better, I don't know. I kind of had those
maybe put the Ludas in a better position. Well,
yeah, I probably could have brought the Ludas over here. But then
it's kind of hard to put the people in a better position against Daemons of Chaos.
Where they just deep strike.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the same thing. My War Boss was just trapped over here for like 4 turns or 3 turns.
That blue scribe was a great distraction.
Yeah, he's
probably put the blue scribe, right here in front of the squad.
So you could just go assault.
Yeah.
But your Pavane Slanesh did not work.
Oh, I was hoping that was going to do something.
My Orks did not dance.
I was really hoping that would have done something.
Yeah.
Then, my blue scribe would have had another turn of combat.
Yeah.
Shooting.
Overall,
I thought it was a good game.
Yeah, it was. It was a fun game. I mean, honestly, I was pretty much going to win it. I kind of looked at the deployment at the beginning and said, I think I'm going to win it. I mean, honestly, 60 boys. 5 Storm Boys, a War Boss, and 5 Ludas. Yeah, that is total
destruction.
Yeah.
Well, unless you have like a tank army.
Yeah, the Imperial Guard new tank army that just goes death to my army. Damn template weapons. Here's a hint to anyone out there: if you're facing orcs if you're facing an orc player who loves to use infantry units, get as many damn templates as you can, because those orcs will die so fast.
Just put out as many battle cannons and flamethrowers. Even flamethrowers, really.
Flamers, yeah, no saves at all.
Space Marines are free. Chaos Space Marines are 5 points, but
Imperial Guard is 5 points as well.
Yeah. Really good. No armor save, wounds on 4s.
Yeah, I mean honestly.
And if you can get them, heavy flamethrowers.
Heavy flamers, yeah, you can. Honestly, like a Hellhound would deal death to my orc army, because I love infantry. I can get like a 2,000 point army without a tank. Because it's all infantry or jump infantry or something like that. But honestly, if you had like a single, if you used Breath of Chaos more often, I would have lost so many boys.
Yeah.
But you only were able to use it once here against 8 guys there, which is probably the best you can ever get for that template. But you never got to use it again, because I got the charge on you that like within a few turns.
Yeah.
But overall, it was a fun game.
Yeah.
It was a close game at like turn 4 or so when I lost my War Boss and the one giant mob of boys here, the 30 boys. When I lost them, I was kind of worried a bit, because that put him in at 3 kill points and I was at 2.
Then my big one,
Great Unclean One died.
Great Unclean One went down.
And then the Nurglings in the very next turn.
I probably shouldn't have charged those Nurglings in.
Yeah, because
it was just a kill point waiting to happen.
Yeah, but then again, you might have less Plague Bearers standing there.
That's true. And the Ludas probably would have finished off the
Nurglings
if they got lucky.
Yeah, Strength 7, AP 4 against what? Toughness 3?
Yeah, Toughness 3, 5+ invulnerable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you wouldn't get any Feel No Pains, but you don't have Feel No Pain anyway.
Yeah.
For those guys. Overall, it's a fun game. Waiting for a Chaos Space Marine versus Orc battle next.
Yeah. We'll see how that works out.
Yeah. So, see you next time.